Hey there, and welcome back to GenXGrownUp. I'm George, and this is Bit by Bit. Up first today, guys, we've got a major market collapse in the gaming world, an update to the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection that's due out soon, and Deadmau5 is teaming up with Atari. All that, just a little bit more here on Bit by Bit. Okay, up first here from tomshardware.com. $6 billion Counter-Strike 2 skins market crashed and lost $3 billion worth of assets overnight. Now, how did that happen? Well, it was essentially an update that Valve themselves put out, as they just called it a small update, as you can see here. What it essentially did was it took the system that people use to get these skins and trade them back and forth, because that's really all this is. It's all these different skins that you can find in the game, and once you get a hold of them, then you can sell them, especially if they're super popular. Well, there's several different tiers of these skins, and the highest tier were the ones that where most of the market value was at. And Valve made it so that you can trade 5 of a lower tier skin to get a chance at one of the higher tier skins. And so therefore, the higher tier skins just aren't as valuable anymore. Now, to me, this is a little sad as a business marketing guy, but also a little bit crazy as a game fan. I know Counter-Strike was a game that was it was originally a mod of Half-Life back in the day, like in 2000. And I remember playing it back then, and I know it's been a popular series of games ever since. This last one, Counter-Strike 2, came out in 2023. But it looks like that this is going to turn a lot of things on their head. There's some people here who have been talking about this on Twitter recently. Frederick Sterner says, I just liquidated everything in Counter-Strike. Every skin, every cent, gone. My dog won't even look at me, and my phone keeps buzzing with price alerts like it's mocking me. I'm done. Valve broke me. Goodbye forever. Guys, I don't know. What do you think? Is this whole thing about buying and selling stuff in virtual space, I know it's a big market. I mean, $6 billion is nothing to joke about, but at the same time, none of this is real. You don't even actually own these assets because Valve does. You're just kind of licensing these things, because it's not like you have them physically on a disc, at your house or anything like that. They're literally just on their servers, and they can do whatever they want, like they did here, where they just put out an update that allowed these trades to happen. And next thing you know, here's some more from Twitter. PriceEmpire.com CS2 market cap, $3 billion. They were at 6, so $3 billion lost in 38 hours. Here's some other numbers, 2.4 in 29 hours. They were updating this, I imagine, as they went. Yeah, here it is. It's purchased from Steam, is licensed to you, not owned. If it's not owned, is it really valuable? I don't know. I mean, you guys who play Counter-Strike 2, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. How big a deal is this? I mean, it's obviously a big deal, but should we really be sinking our real-world cash into virtual things like these skins in Counter-Strike 2? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, the next bit up is from eventhubs.com. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is going to have a new feature that it's going to allow some of us more terrible players to get better at fatalities and other finishers. They're going to have this thing on the screen right here that you can see right here. John and I were talking about this at Portland Retro Gaming Expo recently, and I wanted to talk about it here on Bit by Bit. They're going to have this available so that you can practice your fatalities and other finishers. Now, for somebody like me who enjoys playing Mortal Kombat but always gets beat by somebody like John, at least if I get lucky once in a while and beat him, I'll have a way to practice to get better at these finishers. So, Digital Eclipse once again killing it. This game is coming out, I believe, on October 30th. Yeah, here it is, October 30th. It's going to be on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, Nintendo Switch, Switch 2, and PC, which is where we will be playing it. We're desperately trying to get some keys so we can do a full-on review when this game comes out for you guys. Digital Eclipse and Atari really do well with these collection systems that they put out. The Atari 50, Jeff Mentor, all these other different ones that they've had out over the last year or two. They are awesome. I cannot wait to see how this comes out. And at least now, I have a little bit of a better chance to do better. All right, here's a quick little pinball bit from entertainium.co. Pinball FX has released a couple of new Elvira tables, ladies and gentlemen. So first one is Elvira and the Party Monsters, and then the sequel, Elvira Scared Stiff, is also been released. Now, these just got released like a week or two ago. They are $9.99 each. There is no pack right now where you can get both of them together, so it's $20 to get both of these tables. But according to this review here, apparently they're well worth it. I need to get these for myself. Zen Studios does a great job. You can also put this in your V-Pen if you have a virtual pinball machine. I think these are gorgeous. They talk about, it's with Pinball FX, you not only get a really faithful recreation of the original pinball game, but you also get these cool little features. Like, look, here's Elvira in a cauldron on the pinball machine. These are super fun. By the way, this is also released on their Pinball FX VR platform. So if you're a virtual player, you can play it there as well. But yeah, I should be getting these. And if I do, maybe I'll do a live stream on them. Would you guys like to see that? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, here's another bit from my friends over at RetroDodo.com. Deadmau5 is teaming up with Atari for a special Atari 7800 game. I think we've got a video that you can watch right here. This one's on Instagram. It's also on YouTube, I've seen. This is going to be playable on the 7800. It's also going to be available, or it's going to be compatible with the 2600 Plus and 7800 Plus. Where is the name? Here it is. Meowingtons Revenge. A pixelated version of Deadmau5 is on the front. You can see him right there. Very cute. Here's where it says it's going to work on the 2600 and 7800. Now here's the rub. Nobody has any footage of this game or what it looks like, and you're only going to be able to pick it up at this pop-up show that's going to happen, I think, in Denver somewhere. Where did they say? I think it's going to be at some Denver show. Here it is, Denver, in early November. It's going to be at a pop-up shop at the Space Annex. So if you happen to live in Denver, or you live close enough to Denver to be at this event, you can definitely pick this up. If you do, reach out to me and, maybe I'll get you to pick me up a copy as well. All right, our final bit is from Stuff TV. The A1200 is coming back in a full-size Amiga plug-and-play gadget, as well as a new C64 mini gadget. And these are all coming from, what's the name of this company? Retro Games Ltd. I looked it up before. They're the company that are behind things like the A500 Mini, the C64 Mini, as you might imagine, and a whole bunch of other stuff. The Spectrum that we did a review on back in November of last year. So they're going to have these things out. Now, the A1200 is going to come out in 2026, but the 64 Mini is available right now. Let's just go through a couple of the basics. Where we go? Here it is. A1200 one-ups the 500 full-size keyboard for text adventures, coding, and pretending the platform never died. There you go. Box includes a mouse just like the original Amiga, and an iffy gamepad that echoes the CD. Yeah, so it's got this gamepad right here. There you can see the mouse. This is a video on YouTube you can watch. Got the keys. It looks gorgeous to me. And it's going to be available starting on June 16th. Pre-orders for $189 US, $150 in the UK. Pre-orders kick off on November 10th, so just a couple of weeks away if you want to get yourself one. I think these are probably going to go fast, but that's not the only thing that they're announcing. They also have the C64 Mini Black Edition. Now, I read this article and I went and looked at their website. The Black Edition is not just a retread of the 64 Mini that came out before. It's actually got a whole new set of games that are bundled in with this 25 hand-picked titles that represent the very best of C64 gaming after the Micro's commercial lifetime was over. So here's some of the games: Sam's Journey, A Pig's Quest, Nightingale, Millie and Molly, and Hunter's Moon Remastered. Now, this one is going to be available for £89. Now, that equals out to about $120 US. Not sure. You can definitely go get it on their website. I haven't seen it on Amazon yet, but this is distributed by PlayOn, so I'm sure you're going to have no problem getting it in the States as well as over in Europe. But yeah, the A1200 and the C64 Mini, Retro Games Limited is killing it, and they're working with PlayOn to distribute these systems. I'm just in heaven right now. Okay, that will wrap it up for another episode of Bit by Bit. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I'll have links to all the articles down in the description below. We love you guys, and I'll talk to you again next time. Bye-bye. That's going to do it for the news making headlines in the gaming world right now. I am George, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll keep on bringing you the news bit by bit.